Welcome back everyone to S5E3 Hobbies. This is Season 5, Episode 3 of War of the Rings. We're playing with the Lords of Middle-earth and the Warriors of Middle-earth expansion. We just wrapped up round number 2. We'll do a quick fly over the board, we'll recap round 2, and then we'll jump into round 3. Thank you for watching. Okay, last round we had a few occurrences. Forces of Mordor moving out into South Ithilien, North Ithilien. We've got Barad-dûr has a minimum staff here, but the rest of them have moved off to minus Morgul. We had the Winds of the West card. We were able to discard the Lore of the Elven Ring last time, and we've also got two Elven troops, elite squad. I kind of painted these with a kind of a drow theme. I kind of liked it. So they've been able to advance 1-2 out to Anfrast here. Lastly, Saruman is on the board. We've got Saruman with his Uruk-hai. We also have a Ringwraith here in Orthanc. Some troops are going to muster down there. We will get into picking our cards, getting the initial phase die rolls done right after this word from our sponsor. S5E3 Hobbies is brought to you by the books that we produce. We've got a bookstore down in the description. You check the link out and you can find books like The Genealogy of Cthulhu, Hermeticism of Hastur, The Alchemy of Azathoth, and The Necromancy of Nyarlathotep. Those and others collected together in the 6-volume omnibus Catu Journals out of Lovecraft's Providence. We've also got Artificial Psychoanalysis of Desiring Machines, Alchemy and Anthroposophy, and the Dune Saga, where we deep dive into what makes Frank Herbert's Dune original saga amazing. And there's also Esoteric Saturn Mysteries and our Dragon Mysteries from our podcast series on the sister channel, S5E3 Press. And in Esoteric Anthroposophy and Occulted History, we talk about Tolkien as well. Finally, we've got our new saga out based on Lovecraft's Dreamlands. It's The Alchemical Courtship in the Dreamlands Volume 1, Aim Aimless, Aim Vicious, featuring the Dreamland city of Celeface. The next volume coming out will be Hope's Home, Hysteria's Heart, which focuses on Daleth Leen. And then we've got coming later in the year, Stubborn Devotions, Inventing and Forgiving, and Beloved, Believed, Bedaled, which feature the Temple of Hypnos and Lost Carcosa. Now back into the gameplay. Thank you guys for watching. Check out our Patreon, like and subscribe, and let's get into the next turn. Okay, let's jump into round number 4. We're going to keep, again, one muster die over here in the hunt box. We'll go ahead and grab some cards for the free folk and for the Forces of the Shadow. We've got Return to Valinor, the Servants of Sauron, and We Won't Go Back. And we also have Play if the Fellowship is not on the Mordor track. Move all eagles, then eliminate one eagle to move the Fellowship. Set Paths of Doom, and We Come With Thee if the Ents figure are in play. So let's go ahead and get our dice set up as well. So we will not reveal the Fellowship this round. Let's go ahead and roll. And we've got another hunt die is out. We do have a leader die, so let's go ahead and we'll try to move the Fellowship. Now they're going to move into the 3rd rank. This means there's 2 hunt dice in the hunt box. They'll roll 2 dice. And the Fellowship is still undetected. So they are 3 spaces out from Rivendell. So that means if we're, I kind of, because I'm playing the solo, right? I don't even let myself decide where they actually are just yet. I think, I think I'll kind of play it open. They could be here from the first round, or even north, I guess. And then in the second round, they can be sort of here or here. And then by the third round, they're either, or any of these, right? By the third round, they're either here into the Woodland Realms, or down here, or down into the North Dunland. So that's where the Fellowship is, potentially. We'll kind of move their die out. Let's move to the Shadow player. They can go ahead and do again, let's look at playing an event card, playing an army card, or playing a leadership card. Leader card, they can bring one character into play. Muster, they can bring a character into play. Let's go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and use a muster to perform a diplomatic action, and we'll move the Southlands as well into the active fate. So we'll use that muster for that. Going back to the Fellowship player, we've got an army. Let's go ahead and we'll also play a muster for the Fellowship, and we will bring the Riders of Rohan one level down. One track, one step forward. So we're almost at war, but we need to activate them. So if there's an advancement there, then we can take care of that. We'll go back to our, an army move for the Shadow players. Let's move this South Dunland orc here, and we can also move, because the Southrons are at war here, let's also move from near Harondor, from near Arad to West Horondor for these Southrons. So we're really moving in this way. Let's go ahead and that's their die. Okay, let's take a look at, should we risk another leader move? Let's not do it just yet. Maybe we can activate the leader. Separate companions, move companions, move all companions or groups of companions in the map. Fellowship progress. We can also play an event card from your hand. So let's look at the event cards. Okay, so let's see. We've got the Palantir. If Saruman is on the table, when the Palantir of Orthanc is in play, use an event action die roll to play an event card. Immediately draw another card from one of your decks. Play on the table. So let's play this on the table, sure. As long as Orthanc is under your control and not under siege, you may use a mustered action die to recruit one regular Isengard in every Isengard settlement, or replace 2 regular Isengard in Orthanc with 2 elite units. Oh, a muster action die result to recruit. Okay, so we can do that next round. So we've played this there as well, the Palantir of Orthanc. So that will be that muster. Let's go back to let's play an event card from the Free Folk with our event, and we can have play if the Fellowship is not move all eagles, eliminate 1 eagle. I've got to check quickly on the eagle activation. So the Eagles of Misty Mountain, if the Fellowship's last known position is not in Rivendell or Gandalf the White is in play, you may use 1 muster or recruit faction die result to bring the Eagles into play. Let's bring the Eagles into play with the muster. instead. So we'll take this one back. We'll use this muster to bring eagles into play. And then we can use that eagle card next, which is move all eagles. Then eliminate one eagle to move the fellowship, the normal removal rules. So we can move the eagles, we can maybe move them down into battle as well. So we'll do that next round. Or next die, back to our, let's go ahead and see, can we recruit a, let's bring the Balrog of Moria into play. The Balrog of Moria can come into play. So the Balrog, here is our Balrog of Moria. So we're going to use that muster to bring the Balrog. We're going to use the leader to summon the Balrog. So the Balrog is in Moria. Okay. And then we'll go back to our fellowship dice. And we're going, if the fellowship is not on the track. If the fellowship is not on the Mordor track, they are not. We can play Lifted and Borne Away. We can move all the eagles. So let's go ahead and move our eagles. I think I'm going to bring them down here to Helm's Deep. With that card. Back to our shadow player army. Let's go ahead and move 2 armies. We can move this army's 1, 2 to South Rune. Maybe just move it to East Rune, and we can move this army from near Harad. We can leave someone here behind to East Harad. And that will be our army move. Back to our single character die. We can play an event card, character event card. Okay, so let's grab 3 hunt tiles. And see what we get here. We've got an eye. Let's just get rid of that one right there. We got 2 eyes, so we can permanently delete this one when we play. So with that, we'll return these other 2 back to the hunt pool. So we've got that completed, and we can discard this card. And that is going to complete that die. And then finally, our last muster army move. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and start it. Let's move the, let's leave someone in Orthanc and move the rest of these forces down into the Fords of Eisen with that final die. And that's going to wrap it up for the round. Guys, we'll see you in the next round. Thanks for watching. We'll do a quick flyover of the board, and we will talk to you in the next game turn. Bye-bye.